Howdy all, welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. I did not get a horde last night, surprisingly. I expected one. Maybe I got one the day before. I can never remember when they show up. I know I got a little crowd here, and I know you can't hide, but, oh yeah, see, they did smash the crap out of this building. But there were only like 5 of them, and I shot a few and chopped a few up with my axe. And then they were just gone. You know, I haven't put down a bed yet. I should probably think about making myself a bedroll here. And someplace to put it as well. I forget. Oh, there's my bike. I wanted to stop and check out this fire station today because I haven't seen one of these before. And I thought that would be fun. Shh. Hey. Nope. See what's in the fire station. Like I said, I have no idea because I have never seen this building before, so I thought it might be an interesting thing to see. I don't know what kind of stuff you'd keep inside a fire station. Magically floating monitor. It's the kind of stuff I'd keep in a fire station. No. Old cash. It says the door's unlocked. Aw, man. I was hoping there'd be fire trucks. There are no fire trucks. There are, however, a bunch of crates of some kinds. What do we got here? Car parts box. Car part came with cloth fragments. Okay. Refrigerator bottom. A generator. Oh, check that out. That's something I haven't played with yet, is the electricity that got added in. That will be a thing eventually. What is that? I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Man, I tell you a story about, ooh, repair kits. That'll be handy if I ever get my hands on a sniper rifle. I tell you a story about fire station. So, at one of my jobs, there is a fire station directly across the road from where I work. And, like, if you go out of our parking lot, you go into their driveway. And our parking lot is not very big at all. I live in a very tiny area, so... gross. Somebody left a bottle of water in something that got shipped in a crate. I guess better that than some food, right? You're like, well, you're the gross one. You took it. And so they were redoing part of the building, and so they had the fire trucks parked outside. They were like redoing the floor on the inside, and oh, and redoing the floors, repainting the inside, stuff like that. Like, when I say redoing the floors, I mean like resurfacing the floor of the garage kind of thing, you know. A lot of work. And so... Oh! So when they got finished, they our fire departments around here are mostly volunteer positions. And so, which is kind of crazy. And so only like the fire station master is an actual permanent paid. I think the volunteers get paid as well. Oh man. Guess I missed a whole section. That guy looks like an orc. Crap. Crap. I'm stuck. I didn't put down that bedroll. I made it, but I didn't put it down. And now someone's being electrocuted. Dang it. This is bad, because I'm going to respawn... No, it's not that bad, because... I hope it's not that bad. Come on, build the environment. I miss the days of tab to skip this screen. You know, let's just spawn near my bed. Right, because I dropped a bedroll here, and my stuff is now over here. So I'm just one town back. It wasn't that far. But, anyways, so the, so I'm outside at my car, and I can hear them, because I mean they're just right there, and I hear the one guy go to the other guy. He's like, "Are you sure you can handle this?" And the other guy is like, "Yeah, I just got my certification on driving the big fire truck," and so the guy is like, "All right then, we'll let you give her a try then." And so all he had to do was drive the fire truck out of the parking lot where it had been parked, since they couldn't park it inside, and then back it into the fire station. Now this thing had just been like repainted, and they had just rebuilt one of the back walls because it had some structural damage and stuff like that. Like it was just old. It wasn't like somebody had smashed it or something. Got a crack in it, you know, when the building settles, and so they replaced it. Brand new back wall at the back of the bay where there's no. Stay away from me, wolf. At the back of the bay where they're supposed to park this fire truck. And so the dude gets in, and so I've got to wait because I can't get out of our parking lot because he is now blocking the road where I intend to go. And so I'm just sitting in my car with the window down, waiting for them to finish. And so he brings the truck around, and I'm pretty sure this is like the first time he's driven the truck without an instructor present. And he backs the truck in, and the guy is standing there, and he's like, "Now watch me in the mirror. Can you see me in the mirror?" And the guy's like, yeah, I can see you. And he's like, "All right, now back it up." And he starts waving him back and waving him back. And then he starts holding his hand up for the guy to stop. And the guy has stopped paying attention to the guy and is looking in the other mirror and backs into the new back wall. And he was only going like real slow, but the size of that fire truck actually pushed like 8 cinder blocks out of the brand new back wall. Not completely out, but more than halfway out. So it's pretty funny because they'd had the fire trucks out in the parking lot next to the fire station for about 4 days at that point, and so they got to sit out there for another 3 or 4 days after that, because then they had to bring the people back out, rebuild the back wall, and I don't think that dude got to drive again. It was great. I was cracking up. Because I would never do anything like that. I'm terrible at backing up cars. I try not to do it if at all possible. Where did I die? Oh yeah, in here. No, 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 no. Oh, look. Bad news for you. My inventory came back perfectly. So now your face gets smashed. Alright, now let's see what's going on up here. You know, I came through up here. Where did all those guys come from? I was thinking I hadn't been up here, but I had been up here. Because this... I guess I didn't go over here. This is where they came from. Alright, you big green orc. Crap, I'm hung on stuff again, and I still didn't put down my bed. Come on, you big green orc. There we go. Zombie biker is no joke. I remember one time I backed into a propane tank, which sounds horrible, but it was empty. As I've mentioned, I grew up on a farm. I can back a tractor up okay. That's way easier. I can back a wagon up with a tractor, which is not an easy thing to do. But I cannot gauge where a car is at for nothing, it seems like, when backing up. Oh. No, 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 no. No, no, they're gonna do it again. They're gonna do it again. Dang it! I didn't put my bedroll down again. Where did they come from? Stop spawning in zombies that aren't there. How am I supposed to look around if you just magically pop in zombies? I noticed that they don't make a lot of noise. So I'm totally unaware that they're even there until I get hit half the time, because they don't make any noise a lot, which I don't appreciate. You know what? Just spawn me near my bedroll, and maybe I'll remember to put a new one down. I'm gonna get a drink of lemonade here. But so they switched out. We had this pump, huge pump. I mean, like, maybe not the size of a car, but half the size of a car. It filled up like one whole wall in one of the buildings, and so it had this massive, maybe it was an air tank, not a propane tank, now that I think about it. This massive air tank that was about 5 feet tall on its side, and probably, it was bigger around than I could reach my arms around as a teenager. And so our garage was not designed for cars to park in, We called it the garage, but I don't know if it was meant to be a garage or not. It had to have been meant to be a garage, and you probably could park a car in it, but it had to be a pretty small car. And it didn't have the garage doors that lift up. It had garage doors that slid to the side. And so, which is really weird that we never replaced those. I saw you, Snake, with just a normal door at some point, because we never used it with sliding doors. We'd always just slide the door open just enough to get inside, and that was it. That's so weird that we never replaced those with actual doors. I guess the one side we used because we kept the lawnmowers in there. But even that could have been solved by like just putting in a set of double doors. I don't know. They do things weird. And anyways, so I always parked in front of the garage because that was my parking. There were a lot of people at my house, and there were a lot of people that drove, so we had multiple vehicles. And so you'd get a spot where you like to park, and then someone would just decide randomly to park in that spot, so you'd have to find a new spot to park. You know, nobody's parking in that spot until you decide to park in that spot. And so I had actually been parking between two of the buildings. There were a lot of buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 buildings on the farm, I think. And there were roads between all of them. And so you could park anywhere. and so I guess parking near the house would be nice, which is where 2 of the vehicles were always parked right out front of the house. So I never parked there. I did park between 2 of the buildings, but I just started parking in the lawn, and I'm like, this is my new parking spot. And so then one day I come home, and someone's parked in my new parking spot that wasn't a parking spot until I started parking in said spot. And where's the stairway down out of here? Okay. Step A. Place bedroll on ground. There we go. Step B. Place gear back on body. And then let's get my equipment back in the right order. Let's take this place on again. Anyways, so I come home, somebody's parked in my spot. Somebody's parked in my actual spot because my spot was not my actual spot. My spot was, you might as well park there because I'm going to start parking where you were parking. And I really liked where I was parking because I hate backing up. And so where I started parking was I would come around between 2 of the buildings and then loop around behind that building and then park between 2 of the other buildings. They were near but not at the house. And so it was probably like, I don't know, 150 feet from the house. Dang it. Really? This dude is just getting like unlimited swings against me here. And crap. I just want to know what's in those crates. Okay. And so I come in, and all the spots are filled where people park anywhere near the house. And so the only thing I could possibly do is park in front of the garage, which isn't my normal parking spot, and or park way back behind the buildings, about as far from the house as you could park and still be on a driveway. And so I tried to back into the garage area and make sure that I wasn't in front of anybody else, and I wound up backing right into the air tank that I didn't know was there because I didn't pay any attention when I came in, and it didn't belong there. Somebody just moved it there because it was in their way and decided not to put it back. Which is awesome. It didn't do any damage or anything. Just scared me. I thought I backed right into the garage. I did. I backed into a fence here, going really slow, not like 100-mile-an-hour thing. My friend, on the other hand, one time we were at a bowling alley, and he had parked way out by the road, and the bowling alley's parking lot was like, there wasn't a driveway into it, it just went all the way out to the road. And so the entire length of the the parking lot you could come in and out of. And so he had parked in the slot closest to like, there was 3 rows of parking, and so he parked in the row closest to the road, and so when we came out, he jumped in his truck, and I'm not driving, I didn't pay any attention, and he puts it in reverse because he's at the road and starts to back up, and somebody had come in and parked right behind him. It wasn't even a parking space. Like, the back end of their car, that says unlocked. The back end of their car had to be almost on the road, and which is just bizarre. And smashed his tailgate, smashed their. That's kind of what the wall looked like after that truck hit it. Smashed the front of their car, broke the grill, broke one of the headlights, because he had a trailer hitch, and went inside, tried to find out who owned the car, asked everybody we could find who, if they owned that particular car. Couldn't find anyone who owned that car. And so he just left a note, and we drove home after about 30 minutes of looking inside. There weren't that many people there, so it was bizarre. I don't know if he ever got that resolved or what, but... Oh, man. I am still not fast enough to run down zombies. Maybe you can't run down zombies anymore. I found this new seat. I was wondering if this was better than my old seat. 222, only a little bit. I guess that's not that amazing. Oops, I did not want to switch engines. I want to put this in here. Man, I was gonna say, it's another round of antibiotics I've taken that haven't cured this mess. Oh, shoot. I got myself a little too close to the bombs there, buddy. I put down my bedroll, right? Yes. Because once again, no noise, and she wasn't there when I started trying to get this wheel up. I just wanted to see if I could get better wheels for my bike. Thanks, game. I pressed the key 3 times. It would be nice if you would respond. I want to pick up my stuff. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm ordered online because I don't care kind of person. So the clothes shopping trips of my youth are not fond memories. And there's nothing wrong with being a 14-hour clothes shopping person, unless you're dragging someone along with you who doesn't want to be there, and you go to 7 or 8 different stores because you want to make sure that what you liked at one store is the thing that you liked, and you make them try on 17 pairs of pants in one afternoon, trying to find the pair of pants you like the best. I'm more like, a pair of pants, do they fit? Are they the right color? I'm done. I don't care beyond that. Well, I think we could find a better style, or a better color, or a better, I don't know, whatever it is you look at pants. I don't know, because I don't care. That's why I like being an adult, because no one tells me what to wear. I mean, they do tell me what to wear, but no one tells me, hey, you need to shop 17 different places to find one pair of pants. You know, I want to check out that bunker thing too. Actually, before I leave this place. One time, and this will be my last story, and then I'll quit. One time, I was with a bunch of friends. I was with a bunch of friends, and they decided... Actually, now I gotta tell 2 stories. They decided they were gonna go hat shopping. I don't remember what we were gonna do, and whatever we were gonna do was later in the afternoon. And so they decided that before they did whatever it is we were gonna do, probably go see a movie, they were gonna go hat shopping. And I'm like, ugh. Can you just drop me off someplace then? Because I don't want to go. No, because we're just going to go straight from hat. I'm like, it's 2 hours. 2 hours before the thing starts. You're going to go hat shopping for 2 hours? It'll take at least that to just check hats in one store. Hats. Hats. Baseball caps. You're going to spend 2 hours looking at baseball caps. Seriously? And we did. We were at this store. They probably had 65 hats in the entire store. And I swear they tried on those hats 3 times a piece. And they're like, oh, this hat is too tall. This hat is too short. This hat makes my head look funny. I'm just like, ugh. And then they didn't even buy a hat. They didn't even buy a hat. And then, all right, one more. Another time, I went with a friend, and we were supposed to go to the movies. And instead, he decided he needed pants. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Because when I buy pants, I go in, I look color I want, usually black, because it's easier that way. Size I wear, length of leg. Done. Once they meet those requirements, done. There's probably a little more goes into it than that, but you know, particular style, I guess, that I'm interested in. What I don't do is I don't try on 7 different pairs of pants and make us so late that we don't get to see the movie, buy a pair of pants, and then drive home after... I mean, we got there, we went to eat, and then he went pants shopping, and he took so long pants shopping that the movie had already been going a half hour by the time he was done. And he said we had to do it because he had to have pants, and that was the whole reason he had come on this trip. Except that when he called me, he asked if I wanted to go with him to see a movie. And we didn't see a movie. We went pants shopping. And he seriously, we went to 3 different stores. He tried on like 14 pairs of pants in the one store. And they all just looked the same to me. And he kept coming out of the dressing room going, "You think these look alright?" I'm like, "Yeah, they look like pants. I don't know what you want. Seriously. I don't think I like the way the cuff on this pant hangs at my ankle." I'm like, "Seriously? It's pants. You're going to have to just go find someone else. I really can't help you with how the cuff of a pant hangs at your ankle. Does it go down to my ankle? Check. Done. That's all I know." And then the other place he tried on 7 pairs of pants, and then the last place I think he only tried on 3 pairs of pants, and then we went back to the second place and he bought 3 pairs of pants because he couldn't decide which ones he liked. And then like I said, by that time the movie had already been going a half hour, so we just went home. And he went back the next day and returned the pants because after he got them home, he decided he didn't like the way they fit. He didn't like the way the pocket met the pant leg on the one pair, the way the cuff hung on one pair, and he didn't like the material the other pair were made out of. And I'm like, "Why didn't you decide that while you were there?" "Well, because you were acting like we were in a hurry." "Yeah, we missed our movie. We were in a hurry, and we missed our movie. And that was the whole reason I went. I didn't go so I could accompany you to purchase pants." Ooh, are those better tires? Oh, wow, they're really good tires. How does that help my bike? Ooh, we're faster. I feel like this is faster. Now I need a zombie to test it. There are no zombies left, though. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and park outside of this bunker here because I want to see what the deal is with this. And we'll try this out next time, I guess. So, click like you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one. I will talk to you later.